Hey everybody, Chad with F&E Collector Auto Auction. Wow, that's really about the only way I can describe this thing. We look at a lot of cool cars, we run a lot of cool cars across the block, but wow, that's all I got to say about this thing. That's how amazing this car is, that's how special this car is. Fox body Mustangs have been getting really, really popular lately, and this has got to be one of the best on the planet. There's probably a few out there with a little lower miles on them, but not very many. 1988 Mustang GT 5.0 5-speed convertible, 1,794 actual miles. One owner, unmolested, time capsule, 1988 Mustang GT 5.0 5-speed. Absolutely stunning car. Completely original and just ready to go into a collection of any Mustang aficionado would really appreciate this car. Obviously, the fronts of these cars, there's a lot of painted surface area. It's not beat up, it's not chipped up like so many of these things are. A beautiful color combination in white with a gray rocker and a blue stripe. This thing is just literally takes you right back to the late 80s instantly. One of the few things that I've seen wrong with this car is there's slight discoloration on both of these front fender extensions. That's really the biggest drawback I can find on this car, and I think it's because of the material they're made out of, because both of them have done the same thing, but I don't see anything else that looks weird, just it must be the material on those. All the way around this car, we look at the wheels. The wheels are not curb checked, scraped, rashed up, anything like that, which was so common on these cars. These cars were pretty quick for their day. They were used hard. This one has literally been extremely well cared for since the day it rolled off the dealer's lot. Inside, this thing is just outstanding. Obviously, with the miles on it, there's no wear, there's no tear. Even the most common wear areas right here on the driver's seat and the plastic steps, just nothing is torn up, damaged, anything along there. The carpet is perfect. It's literally a time capsule, just exactly as this car was built, exactly as it rolled off the assembly line, exactly as it left the dealer's lot in 1988. We'll take a look at the odometer while we're here. And there it is, 1,794.5 miles is where it sits today. So it might have 1 or 2 more miles on it by the time it goes across the block, but still going to be under 1,800 miles on a completely original Mustang. The back seat looks the same way, and it's probably never even been sat in. Now, a lot of people get to wondering, well, that car's never been driven, it's never been touched, how roadworthy is it, how well has it been kept up? This thing is amazing, everything works. Fires right up. Sounds good. Air works, AC blows cold. Windows up and down, crisp, clear. Just an amazing, amazing car. As we work our way on around the back, we see the convertible top still looks great. All the trim around the back, all the corners of this car, nothing's been rubbed, banged. Wheels on the back still look good. Around the back, it hasn't been scratched, torn up, beat up. Inside the trunk is literally brand new, including in here the never been used, according to the owners, convertible top boot. This has never been installed, never been out of the car. Still in its original bag, still pliable, still in amazing condition of the original convertible top boot in the bag, still in the trunk, just the way the car left the factory. Over here on this side, the same thing, carbon copy. Clean wheels, clean car, beautiful condition, extremely well preserved, an absolutely amazing time capsule of a Mustang. If you want one of the best Mustangs out there, one of the best 5.0 Fox bodies out there, this has got to be one of the best ones that's left. But like we talked about earlier, this car's been sitting. How has it been taken care of? Is it ready to go? How dependable is it? Do I know what the drivetrain's like? It's been hardly driven for 35 years. So what's been done to it? Well, I can tell you. A couple of years ago, the owners took this car back to the dealership where it was sold new and had a complete fuel system serviced, had put spark plugs in it, changed all the fluids, coolant, brake system, fixed the AC. All the maintenance stuff that this car would have needed from sitting all those years has been done. It was done in 2020 at the selling dealer. Over $3,000 worth of just maintenance of changing fluids, getting this car completely back up to snuff from sitting, which is why it runs great, which is why the AC works. All that's already been done. Any question or any concern about old fluids, anything like that, has already been addressed on this car, so it's up to snuff and ready to go. And that paperwork is included to show exactly all the bits and pieces that they handled and took care of at that time, making sure this car was roadworthy again. But what's the rest of the car look like? Well, there's one thing I do want to show you that I did notice while I was looking this car over a little bit ago. One thing that just amazed me about this car, and this is going to be kind of tricky to see. Let's go down here and take a look underneath this. It's going to be kind of tough to get the camera under here at a weird angle. But if we get back here to the exhaust pipe, it still literally has the Ford part number sticker on the exhaust. That's how original and unmolested and how well preserved this amazing car is. I believe it was undercoated when it was new, but literally the exhaust system still has the factory part number stickers on it. Now, obviously this is a 5.0. What makes a 5.0 go? It's right under there. Let's pop that hood and let's take a look under the hood of this thing. And once again, it is basically a time capsule. Never been apart. Just a little bit of dust from sitting over the years, but otherwise about as clean and as an original as you can get for one of these Mustangs. Absolutely amazing car. Now, we've looked this car over. We see how clean it looks. I mean, even the silver on the intake isn't tarnished. Still has the Ford boot on the spark plug wires. So many good things, so many positives on this car on a completely original, other than the fluids and the maintenance work, 1988 Mustang GT 5.0 5-speed convertible. Now, like I mentioned, this car is going to be rolling across the block Saturday, October 1st at the F&E Collector Auto Auction in Great Bend, Kansas. What else exciting is about that? Right there. This car is no reserve. Yep, at the end of the day on Saturday, the last person with their hand in the air is going to be taking this Mustang home. So no question about what they think it's worth, no question about what you think it's worth. We're going to know at the end of the day that day, because it is no reserve, it is absolute, it is going home with the high bidder that day. We'd love to have you here on Saturday, October 1st. It's an amazing time. We have a great crowd, we have a ton of fun, we have a lot of cool cars. If you can't be here, we do use Proxibid. Get on Proxibid, start register with Proxibid. You can do online bidding through Proxibid. So if you can't make it to the auction, which we'd love to have you here, but if you absolutely can't do it, jump on Proxibid. You can bid from anywhere in the world on Proxibid, and just like you were here. So anyway, like I said, an amazing car. No other way to describe it other than amazing. 1,794 actual miles, untouched, one owner, unmolested, 5.0 5-speed GT convertible, selling at no reserve Saturday, October 1st, F&E Collector Auto Auction, Great Bend, Kansas. Be sure to check the website, feclassiccarauction.com. Lots more pictures of this one on there. Take a good look at it if you can't be here. If you can get here in person, be sure to check it out. Something you don't see very often. These cars don't pop up. They don't come to market that often in this condition. There's a lot of cars out there that are being restored, that are being fixed up. This one's original. It's a time capsule. It's something you don't see very often. It's a rare opportunity. It is no reserve, so we know it's going to sell. We know it's going to have a new home, and it might be you. Thanks for watching, everybody. We sure hope to see you here October 1st. If you can't make it, definitely join us on Proxibid. And we'll see you when the bidding starts on Saturday, October 1st at F&E Collector Auto Auctions in Great Bend, Kansas. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned. Tons more cool stuff coming up. Hey everybody, Chad with the F&E Collector Auto Auction. Got another super cool consignment to share with you today. Going to be rolling across the block Saturday, October 1st, right here in Great Bend, Kansas at the F&E Collector Auto Auction. Now, beautiful red on red 1959 Chevy Impala. And remember, if you can't get here that day, we do have offer online bidding through Proxibid. But the 1959 Chevy Impala, one of the hottest cars in the collector car world today. This is a beautiful red on red two-door hardtop. Standing right here at the front, we see the chrome just popping off of this red paint. We see the factory accessory grill guard on the front bumper of this thing. Just a stunning, stunning car. The rockets on the front fenders, as well as the big long tails off the rockets on the Impala. This thing just has all the right pieces, checks all the right boxes. Let's take a look around this thing, check it out. Basic small block automatic setup in this car. However, what is really nice about this car as far as drivability, we look right down here, we see it's got new tires and wheels. These are brand new tires and wheels, but right behind this, Willwood disc brakes all the way around on this car. This car is meant to be cruised, ready to cruise in and ready to go. Very nice driver. We step back and we take a look at what makes a 59 Impala two-door hardtop what it is. The big sloping roof line comes all the way back down to here. Picks up the big, huge tail fins that come all the way to the back. Dual rear aerials on this car. The big wide Impala trim. The Impala flags, the Impala letters. This car also has accessory door handle guards on it. Blends right in with all this amazing chrome. And while we're standing right here, we can take a look down here at this wheel. On the rear, we also see Hey everybody, Chad with F&E Collector Auto Auction. Got a really neat consignment to look at today. Something definitely different, something you don't see every day, but that's what makes the collector car world so cool. There's always something different, something unique. That's what this car is. The 1979 Chrysler 300. This is like a Cordoba type car. In fact, I believe this was based off of the Cordoba, so that's the size this is. These were a limited production, low numbers built of these, but that's what makes it different. That's what makes it unique. We saw the 300 on the grill with the red, white, and blue. We see the car's white, and it's got the red and blue stripes all the way down the side of this car that really make it stand out. Now, this car fell into like the sporty luxury type coupe area. And we can see we've got these really cool looking wheels with 300 centers. We see the gills on the front fenders, the painted sport type mirrors. Even along the back here, we've got the red, white, and blue badging here. And if we can catch it right, the 300 right in the quarter windows. Now inside, like I said, these were a sporty luxury coupe. That's kind of what these cars were designed for. We can see here, we've got the 300 right on the door. This car has power windows, bucket seats, console, floor shift, tough steering wheel. We can take a look inside of this thing a little bit better. We see factory cruise control, factory tack, factory gauges, AM FM radio. The seats look good. The back seats look good. The headliner looks good. A really neat, really unique, sporty type luxury coupe that you definitely do not see on a regular basis. Good fit and finish on this car. Rear window defogger. We come around the back, and this is really cool too. It even has the 300 badges in the taillight lenses. Really unique there. The red and blue stripes come around the back, drop down the side of the trunk, off the back of the trunk. Over here on the passenger side, once again, nice car, really nice paint, good deep finish. Inside over here, more of the same on the interior, except over here we can see the engine turning on the dash with the 300 badge right there on the front. So, what's under the hood of this beast? Let's pop it and take a look. Obviously a unique to 300 grille on the front of this car that really makes it stand out when it's coming down the road. And under here, we've got your Mopar 360 engine that has been upgraded to Chrysler electronic ignition. So 360 Mopar under the hood of this thing. Super cool luxury coupe, very unique look, something definitely different, something you're not going to pull up next to at the next car show, something a little bit different but really still cool. The buckets, the console, the shifter, the gauges, the tack, it's got all the cool sports stuff, the fender gills, the wheels, so many cool things to really make this car pop, make it stand out, make it unique, make it different. That's what's cool about it. And it's rolling across the block Saturday, October 1st, the F&E Collector Auto Auction, Great Bend, Kansas, at the Expo Grounds, home of the SRCA drag strip. We'd love to have you there. We hope you can make it October 1st. We have a great time. We have a ton of fun with a lot of cool cars. If you can't make it, Proxibid.com. Jump on Proxibid. That's our online bidding platform. You can bid there from anywhere in the world and still join us. We hope you can make it that day, but if you can't, you can still bid on this super cool Chrysler through Proxibid. FEClassicCarAuction.com is the website. Be sure to check that out. More cool inventory going up on there every day. We got a lot more cool stuff coming in. We're bringing you more videos, more pictures going up on the website almost daily. Don't miss it. We sure hope to see you Saturday, October 1st. If you can't make it in person, be sure to join us on Proxibid. Maybe at the end of the day, you'll be rolling home in this super cool 1979 Chrysler 300. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned. We got a lot more cool stuff coming in, a lot more cool videos to share with you. Hey everybody, it's Chad with the F&E Collector Auto Auction. Got another super cool consignment to show you today that's going to be rolling across the block here in Great Bend, Kansas, Saturday, October 1st at the F&E Collector Auto Auction. Beautiful, bright white, 1988 Chevy IROC Camaro. This is an original 30,000 mile car. It's almost like a little time capsule. It's been used a little bit, but not very much. A lot of these cars got run really hard. This one was driven a little bit, but it was sparing and it's been well taken care of. We'll kind of start working our way around this and check this thing out. We can see the bright white paint with the red and black stripes that go around the whole outside of the car. This car does have the base IROC 15-inch wheels on it instead of the larger ones, but they are correct for this car by option code. Somebody did tint the windows on this car years ago, which actually really helped save the interior. We're going to take a look inside of it here in just a second, but the interior in this car looks great. Like I said, this is a very well preserved car. So let's go ahead and pop the door open, take a look inside of this Camaro while we're here on the driver's side, and we can see how clean this thing is. The driver's seat is not worn down. The plastic trim is not busted up. We're going to take a look inside here. The dash and everything is nice and clean. And there it's showing 30,600 miles, and that is believed to be correct. Back seat of this car, just nice and clean too. It doesn't even hardly look like the back seat's ever even been sat in. Overall, this car is very straight, good fit and finish. Doors fit nice, tight, correct, exactly as they should. We come on around the back, the car's not bumped, it's got the tail lights, or it still look good. The emblems on it still has the IROC emblems. The red IROC emblems against the black and red tape stripe that's going all the way around the bottom of this car. And we come over on the passenger side, same thing. Clean, straight, just exactly as they should be. Take a look at the passenger side of this car, and it's the same thing. Just a very, very sparingly used, very well preserved 1988 IROC Camaro. Once again, fit and finish is exactly what you would expect. These third gens are getting really hard to find, and most of them have been run so hard. These big heavy doors, you can tell if they've been tore up or wore out, and this one hasn't because of the way this stuff fits. It's very, very obvious on these cars if they've been taken care of when you see how the fit and finish is on this one in particular. Even up around the front where they have this big air dam on the front, it's not busted up, it's not scraped up, it's not scratched up, because this whole car is so well preserved. So there it is, a super cool, bright white 1988 IROC Camaro, going to be rolling across the block Saturday, October 1st, right here in Great Bend, Kansas, the Expo grounds, home of the SRCA drag strip. Now, you say, I can't get to Great Bend, Kansas on October 1st. Not a problem. You can bid online through Proxibid. Proxibid is who we use for our online bidding platform. Get registered with Proxibid if you can't be here. We'd love to have you here. We have a great time. We have a beer garden, a barbecue vendor. We have a ton of fun watching all these cool cars go across the block on Saturday, October 1st. So we sure hope to see you here. We'd love to have you as our guest. We have a ton of fun. This Camaro is going to be rolling across the block, as well as a whole bunch of other super cool cars. But like I said, if you can't make it, be sure to join us on Proxibid. We hope to see you Saturday, October 1st, either in person or on Proxibid. You have a shot at taking home this beautiful white 1988 IROC Camaro. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned. We got a lot more cool stuff coming up. Consignments are rolling in like crazy. We got a lot of cool cars to show you. Be sure to check out the website, feclassiccarauction.com, and keep up with what's rolling in as we get closer to that important day, October 1st, for the auction. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned for more cool cars that are going to be rolling in for the auction. Hey everybody, it's Chad with the F&E Collector Auto Auction. We got another super cool consignment to share with you today. Square body Chevy pickups, one of the most desirable pickups on the planet right now, and we've got one right here that checks all the boxes, everything you want on a square body Chevy pickup. 87, so it's fuel injected, short bed, 4-wheel drive, bright red, beautiful, beautiful truck, rolling across the block Saturday, October 1st. Now, if you can't be in Great Bend Saturday, October 1st, be sure to join us on Proxibid. Online bidding available through Proxibid. So let's take a look at this beautiful 1987 Chevy pickup. You can see how nice the paint is on this thing. This thing shines. It looks great. It's got the correct side moldings. It's got brand new tires. It has the exact look you want for one of these. This is a Kansas truck. It has had a repaint, but overall, basically pretty much the way this truck left the factory. Let's take a look at this thing. We'll walk around it. We'll check it out. We see the panel fit and finish on this thing is good. The trim looks great. Doors open great. Inside looks beautiful. The darker red interior against the brighter red on this 87 Chevy pickup. Like I said, there's not many boxes this thing does not check. Tilt column, cruise control, AC, and it works. This truck's ready to roll down the road. The cruise works, the air works, all that important stuff if you actually want to drive one. Work our way around the front, we see this truck has had a cowl induction hood added to it, which really makes it pop. It's kind of a subtle thing. Makes it look just a little bit different, but not too different. Around the front, we've got the stack quad headlights on the 87, the red in the grille, the chrome in the bumper and the grille. Like I said, there's not many boxes this truck does not check for square body Chevy. We come around the passenger side, Carbon copy the other side. We see the new tires, the correct wheels, the beautiful paint, the Silverado badges. It just looks right. It looks exactly like what you expect for an 87 Chevy pickup. It's got the band molding around the back of it. Inside on the passenger side, once again, everything is correct, just the way it should be. Just exactly what you would expect to see in a square body Chevy. These things are getting tough to find, especially one like this. Like I said, the 87 with the fuel injected engine, short bed, 4-wheel drive. It checks all of the boxes. Around the back, we've got the big wide Chevrolet panel on it. We've got a chrome step bumper. We've got chrome exhaust tips. Just really, if you want a square body Chevy pickup, this is the one that has everything everybody wants. So right here we see the fuel injection badge like these are supposed to have to remind us this is one of the last square bodies that was fuel injected. Under the hood, let's take a peek and see what we've got. This does have a GM 350 crate engine in it. It has had a motor put in it at some point, but they did replace it with a GM engine, turbo 400 transmission, obviously power steering, power brakes, air conditioning. Even still has the factory jack in the correct location on the fender well. And everything fits. The panels fit. Let's see what it sounds like. Just what you'd expect. Fires right up with that fuel injection. Nice little truck. Sounds good. Air's blowing cold. Not really much more you could ask for in a square body Chevy pickup. And the doors even fit. I thought there was like a law on a square body you had to slam them 3 times. Not on this one. It fits perfectly just the way it should. So anyway, Saturday, October 1st, Great Bend, Kansas, the F&E Collector Auto Auction at the Expo Grounds, home of the SRCA drag strip. This beautiful red 87 Chevy short bed is going to be rolling across the block. We'd love to see you there. Hopefully you can make it and check this thing out in person. If not, please join us on Proxibid. Online bidding available through proxibid.com. Check it out. Maybe at the end of the day on Saturday, October 1st, you might be driving this one home. Hope to see you Saturday on the 1st. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hey everybody, it's Chad with the F&E Collector Auto Auction. Got another super cool consignment to share with you that's going to be rolling across the block Saturday, October 1st at the F&E Collector Auto Auction. Beautiful black 1949 Packard Super 8. Packard, ask the man who owns one because they're super cool cars. Let's check this thing out. Like I said, this is a big, beautiful black Packard. This is believed to be mostly original paint. It's been in storage for about 30 years. It's back out, it's running and driving. The fuel system's been done, the brakes have been done, and it's a sharp car. Obviously, being a black car, it would show any of the flaws that this thing had in it. It is nice and straight. The paint is deep. And like I said, I believe it to be mostly original paint on this Packard. But you can see the deep shine in that black. We see a really cool accessory right here, the Fulton sun visor. Always look at home on these cars from the late 40s, early 50s. The Fulton was an aftermarket accessory, but most cars in the late 40s, early 50s had one, so it definitely looks right at home on this big Packard. Work our way on around the back side of this thing. We see the skirts on it, the wide whites. This thing just slopes down in the back. The moldings come all the way down, almost down to the tip to touch the taillights. Big Packard across the trunk. That's a beautiful piece. Right on the back so everybody knows what you're driving. Over here on the driver's side of the car, kind of about the same thing. Nice, clean, I think pretty much original car. Chrome is nice, stainless is nice, the glass isn't broke. Let's take a look inside of this thing. I believe the seats have been redone, but this thing just looks amazing. Very nice inside, tons of chrome on the dash. The knobs are still intact. Big Packard across the middle of the steering wheel. Definitely a luxury car from the late 40s. Check out these doors. They just click shut and they're solid. Really nice old car. Now we're going to come around to the front and we're going to show you the statement part of this Packard, because the front of this car makes a statement. You can start off right at the top with the big, huge hood ornament that these Packards had. Big wings on that, beautiful piece. Then all the way across the front, just big, wide, sweeping chrome, the big Packard badge right on the front. It definitely stands out. You can't miss this thing coming down the road. But that's the point of having an old car, something cool, something different. That's why we do it, that's why we love this hobby, that's why we do the F&E Collector Auto Auction. Cars are a lot of fun, we have a lot of fun doing it, it's a great event. And Saturday, October 1st, this Packard's gonna be rolling across the block. And who knows, at the end of the day, you might be rolling home in this big beauty. So anyway, check it out, feclassiccarauction.com. Check out what we've got going on over there. Saturday, October 1st, Great Bend, Kansas, the Expo Complex, home of the SRCA drag strip. We're going to have a ton of fun that day. We sure hope you can be there. If you can't be there, jump on Proxibid, proxibid.com for online bidding. So you got a shot at this big, beautiful black Packard. It's an awesome car. Can't wait to see who takes it home at the end of the day on Saturday. Thanks for watching, everybody. We got tons more cool new inventory coming. Stay tuned. We're going to keep up with the docket. We'll see what's going to happen on Saturday, October 1st.